Our guest this morning on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline, he and his band are so much fun. I had a chance to see these guys a couple times over the past couple years. They're going to be opening up the new expanded jazz showcase season that's coming to the Bickford Theater at the Morristown Museum there. He is George G. What a fun guy and just such a great talent, and he's with us here this morning on WCTC. George, it's Burt Barron. Welcome back. How you doing?
Bert, thank you so much for having me, and I just wish the whole band was here to greet you and do a little swinging all together. You know what I mean?
That would be pretty cool. Well, I'll have to see you guys next week when you come to Morristown. But about your style of music, George, it is impossible to go see the George G. Swing Orchestra and leave the theater in a bad mood. It just doesn't work that way. People that see you, everybody's happy, everybody feels good, and I think it's what you guys bring to the stage and this great music that you guys have been presenting for years and years.
Most definitely, Bert. Well, as the title of our last CD recording says, swing makes you happy. And that is a message and a mantra that we diligently spread to four corners of the world. And we are so excited to bring the Swinging Big Band program to the Bickford Theater next Thursday.
It's going to be great to have you guys there. I've seen you play the big outdoor park, the Big Green in downtown Morristown over the years. But to have you in this really sort of intimate venue, and the place is going to be just popping, of course, with you and the Swing Orchestra on the stage. You are surrounded by some renowned players that play all over the city and play all over the world. And putting this band together, is there a lot of demand? You probably don't have a tough time, George, finding people that have a passion for this music, do you?
Well, being in the tri-state New York City area, there's a lot of great big band jazz talent that is offered here. So we're very fortunate to have a great pool of talent and musicians and characters as part of our big band family. In fact, Bert, several of our key members of the band that will be appearing at the Bickford are residents of the New Jersey area. And I'd like to, mention that Julius Tolentino, he's a great saxophonist. He's the jazz instructor at the Newark Academy. Mm-hmm. And then of course, there's Freddie Hendricks, who's a great trumpet man from Jersey. And they are so happy to be appearing on their home turf, if I do say so.
Yeah, that's great. And it's great to have, the best musicians come back home and play on the stage here in New Jersey, which is real wonderful. Talk about the singer that you're going to have appearing with you also on September 28th, Shanell Johns. What do you want people to know about her?
Yeah, well, Shanell is a great young jazz singer. She's affiliated with Jazz Lincoln Center, and lately she's been getting a lot of critical acclaim to her vocal stylings. This year, being Ella Fitzgerald's centennial, we've been very busy presenting a program of music in the style of Ella Fitzgerald. And I think we'll be bringing Shanell and the band will be bringing a lot of Ella to the Bickford next week, and she's great. She's got a great personality. Like every great big band, they always need to have a good canary, which is I guess a slang term from the '40s for the girl singer. And Shanell is the perfect canary. She swings, she sings, and she's got a nice presentation.
The canary. I'll have to remember that one. See, I'm always learning things. George G. is with us this morning on WCTC, and he is leading the Swing Orchestra back to Morristown. They're going to be opening the Jazz Showcase season at the Bickford Theater at the Morris Museum. It will happen on Thursday, September 28th. Tickets and information, morrismuseum.org, or you can call 973-971-3706. The concert will begin at 7:30, but if you've gone to any of the shows at Bickford Theater leading up to this one, they've got this cool component now where they'll actually bring out some food trucks so you can enjoy a little fall tailgating and try some of the offerings from the trucks. There's a dessert truck that's normally there too, and you could take care of having a little snack or a little meal before you go into the show, and it's all right there on the grounds of the Morris Museum. It's a real nice component to the entertainment that's being featured there. George,
that sounds great.
Oh, you're going to sneak out and check out the food trucks, I hope.
Well, in fact, Bert, there's also not just the truck tailgating beforehand, but there's also a post meet the artist reception where a lot of the band members and Shanell and myself will be greeting a lot of our friends and fans from Bickford afterwards. So that's going to be a very nice component of that program. And I also wanted to mention to your listeners out there, Bert, that tickets are going very fast, and don't hesitate. You can take advantage of a very special discount if they buy the tickets online in advance. So don't be left standing in the cold. Come out and do some swinging with us.
Yeah, definitely, because this show will sell out, and we will have a packed house on September 28th, no doubt about it. George, you and the band, the first big band to play on MTV. I thought I knew everything about MTV, but I have never heard of this before. What was that all about?
Well, that's funny because, my roots are in Pittsburgh, where I went to university back in the 80s. And when MTV did a tour of the across the country looking for interesting talent, they thought that my big band at that time was part of that interesting talent roster. So they actually filmed a segment that I actually just put on YouTube recently. I recently found it in our archives, and we were literally the first big band to play on MTV, and it's quite an accolade, if I do say so myself, in a long list of accolades believe it or not, 37-year history of the George G. String Orchestra.
Man, and here's to many more years for you guys, and we're so excited to have the band in Jersey. September 28th is the date. It will be the opening of the Jazz Showcase season that's coming to the Bickford Theater. Again, morrismuseum.org, and to take advantage of the discount and also the post-show reception, you can get all the information online, morrismuseum.org, or call 973-971-3706. George, it was great to talk to you this morning. Continued success, and can't wait to connect and say hello in Morristown on the 28th of this month. And, man, continued success to you guys. You're doing it the right way, that's for sure.
Well, thank you, Bert, and to all your listeners out there, don't forget, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.